Shalom, Akim. I'm going to give all praises and glory to Yahweh, Bashem, Yahushai, Bashem, Rakah, Kadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of GMS who teach and rule well, and salutation to Akim and all four corners of earth who's pushing his truth and sincerity. Shalom, Akim. I want to get into this little thing that happened last week around like Friday, between, I would say, Wednesday to Friday. You had this GameStop stock that blew up, as well as it was a AMC movie company, I think, blew up with them as well. And so I don't really deal with the stock exchange. I do know a few things about it here and there. I do know that I do know it's falling. The stock exchange is damn near out of there. I do know that a lot of the stuff that they're manipulating, a lot of these different companies, they just go ahead. They got secret trading going on. The stock game has been fixed. It's been rigged since the beginning. This is nothing new. So when you watch movies like Wolf of Wall Street, it's another movie too. I can't think of a name right now. But the Wolf of Wall Street you can stick with when you watch these type of movies. We already know it was rigged. A bunch of drug heads, prostitution, alcohol flowing through these places where we have a bunch of inside trading that goes on, at the higher up level, and they kick off crumbs to the lower level people and think that they're gonna be able to invest. They'll force them to invest in their company, while the whole time the top is pulling out of money and making the lower people think that this is a good thing to invest in. That's basically, I'm giving you a rundown of how the stock market goes, because you have inside trading and you have the higher ups that trade amongst each other and know when to pull out and know when not to pull out, and know when to put money into this and know when to put money into that. Once again, there's thousands of things on the stock exchange market. Why all of a sudden the GameStop blow up the way it did? That was the number one question I had for people. People couldn't even answer the question. And then come to find out, you just had to think about it, because, well, not even think about it. They just had, they'll let it out the hat sooner or later. Well, what happened was, once again, it was an inside deal that happened. They betted on this. Some insiders bet on GameStop, put all their marbles in the GameStop, pushed it to the public. The public seen it. They jumped on it quick, invested in it quick, blew the stock up. Next thing you know, they what you're supposed to do in a quick flip like that, you go ahead and pull your money out real fast, because in situations like this, it'll blow up in your face. And what happened by Thursday night, Friday morning, when it's time to open the stock exchange up again, now this GameStop stock, they stopped advertising for people. It was still being traded on the market, but guess what? You as a regular person couldn't buy into it. That's how you know this stuff is fixed, man. It's all a big game they're playing, man. But and they'll try to play like they're not friends, and that we didn't know that this was going to happen, where we just slipped a couple billion over here and slipped a couple billion there, and everybody's happy. Everybody made some money except for the low man. What happened is, by Friday, Monday, if you put $400 into it, your stock lost money. So now it drops to 200. But if you're a stock trader and you wanted to pull your money out, so don't go to zero, now you might get fined and stuff like that for inside trading and stuff like that. They got all sorts of loopholes and names on it, just like in politics. When the politician has to go borrow money, or not even borrow money, when he goes and lobbies for money from different businesses, a hotel wants to, I have this open patch of land right here. I want a hotel to be, the hotel wants to use it. Oh, but guess what? A telephone company wants to use it too as well. So who's going to give you the most money? It's all the way you word it and get it to them, and they'll give you the most money. They'll lobby towards you and put money in towards your whatever you want to be putting that money in towards. Or it could just go straight to your pocket, man, for the most part. This is America. But yeah. So that's basically the rundown of what happened with this GameStop thing. And the crazy thing about it is, the reason I'm doing this video today is because now they got a movie coming out. MGM acquires movie rights to book on GameStop v hedge funds saga. So this was once again, Esau and his diabolical plans. He does this because he knows the outcome, and he already has, a backdoor trap ready for him to come on out of it on top. Let me bring this word out real fast and bring this verse out. He said, although amateur traders are still locked into their multi-billion-dollar battle with Wall Street's top hedge funds, MGM has acquired the film rights to a book on the timely tale. GameStop stock closed high on Friday a day after a data firm revealed the short sellers lost a whopping 70 billion on it and stocks like in January. Within hours of the closing bell ringing in New York, MGM acquired the film rights to the Antisocial Network, an upcoming book on the story by best-selling author Ben Metrich. It's probably a car side with a name like Metrich. Uh, Deadline reported on Sunday. Metrich confirmed the news later that night, tweeting a short and simple YOLA. That's what they believe in. You only live once. Isn't that Esau's battle cry? And he has the rest of the world crying that out too as well. Yeah, he loves to throw that YOLA firm out. But at the end of the day, these different these billionaires are just trying to throw money around into these different companies because this place is failing. I'm going to read some more. He said, legions of amateur investors organized online and started buying up GameStop, driving its profit up by more than 1,000% since December, and forcing the hedge funds to buy back their borrowed shares at a massive inflated price. One hedge fund, Melvin Capital, was brought to its knees and needed a bailout from friendly firms to avoid bankruptcy, while Wall Street's losses on GameStop alone announced to nearly $20 billion this year. As amateurs repeated the same play with AMC. Once again, Slocky, they lost $20 billion on this GameStop stock alone. But between Wednesday and Friday of last week, it made people a couple $1,000s rich, you know. Once again, letting you know that this is an inside deal, that these people played games with the market. They knew what they were doing. They didn't believe in it, and they pushed it to them just to make a couple dollars, backdoor dollars. So they played both sides, basically. You know, let me bring this out. This is Proverbs 24:1. Be not thou envious against evil men. You desire to be with them, man. And these are some evil men that control it and run these stock market things, man. They manipulate it. They make it go up and down. People lose money. They don't care. They gain money. They'll play both sides. You know, they'll play the winning side and the losing side. You know, that's the way that Esau does it. His balance is uneven, man. You know, his scales are uneven, man. And it lets you know that. He says still they held the line on GameStop, opened on Monday at $300 per share. You know, we went from $1,000 to $300 per share. Like I said, a lot of the people tried to jump into it once it hit the fan. About it probably started off like a Wednesday or Tuesday. It was probably like a trickle-down effect. People were trying to buy heavy crazy by Thursday and Friday, but by Friday they had closed out and it was already starting to lose money. You know, but you know, our people they're believing in this BS system. It could be manipulated at any time, man. Okay, let me continue reading. It says, famous for claiming the Facebook CEO Mark Zuckerberg stole their idea of the ambiguous social network, having reportedly been signed on executive producers, and the twins have been vocal advocates for the small traders since the GameStop saga began. And you know, once again, Mark Zuckerberg's a billionaire. He really don't care about the little man, but you know, for sake of the argument, for these people, they need somebody to rely on. They need a tech giant. They need a higher up to believe on. So they'll put all their eggs in the Mark Zuckerberg. And Mark Zuckerberg is a part of the problem too as well. This is Proverbs. Let me drop down to Proverbs 24:19. Freak not thyself because of evil men. Neither be thou envious at the wicked, man. Freak means, man, don't be upset, man. Don't be jealous, man. You know, don't be grievous, you know. We see what's coming to them, you know. Let me continue. Proverbs 24:20. For there shall be no reward to the evil man. The candle of the wicked shall be put out. And we see that happening right before us, man. You know, with the stock market crashing, you know, that's part of your little money system plan. We know you manipulated it for some time, but you can't. You only can manipulate it for so long because what happens is hyperinflation is coming. When you pump so much money into your system, but it ain't nothing being made, ain't nothing being pushed out, ain't nothing being brought back in. What happens? You just printing money. You know, we've seen that from Venezuela. We haven't talked about in some time. You know, the world, because they don't show the cameras too much. We don't know where they're at as far as, you know, the progression or is it still in decline? Because right now they went on to other countries and other spots to worry them and try to squeeze them out of little things, man. You know, that's what America does. But, you know, at the end of the day, I just wanted to bring out this article because, like I said, I was kind of conflicted about what was going on. I was trying to figure out, you know, why all of a sudden did this GameStop shoot up And here's the second reason why, because this was in the making. They wanted to come up with this movie, as well as they did some insider investing and made the stock jump up and jump down. But that's just how Esau does it, man. So this Ken's candle's getting ready to be put out. His kingdom's coming down, with his stock market is being exposed right before us too. That's another thing too. His stock market is being exposed. People really believed in that stock market stuff, but now they're starting to see the light that it's not what they thought it was. And that's what a bunch of the news people were speaking about between Thursday and Friday too as well. And this weekend too as well. This has been a big talk because they're starting to see that the big brother is not trying to share any of his cake. You know. But I just wanted to bring that out, trying to give me a little bit more clarity and understanding. I hope it helped some brothers out there who didn't have an understanding to what was going on. But I hope this is edifying. Shalom, Akim.